Okay, that's good.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Trey Bucci, and
Tevin Connors, we back with another Talking Crazy podcast, episode 34. We got a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. A lot of things we could talk about, whether it be in politics, sports, pop culture. But
yeah,
today,
man. But before we get into that,
yeah,
make sure you like and subscribe. Head over to our Patreon, Talking Crazy Podcast, and Instagram, Talking Crazy Podcast. But today we have a special topic, man. Who is the greatest NBA one-on-one player? Now, it's a little different, so I don't want people out there getting confused with the greatest player all the time.
right.
It's who you think will win these one-on-one matchups. All right. Um, Rules just literally just go by skill. If that person played in that era, this person played in that area. Don't get too crazy. Oh, the era back then wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But some of like the number ones that we have. So what we did, it's kind of like a March Madness a bracket. We have point guard division 1 to 16, shooting guard, small forward, and then we had to combine power forward centers. So might be some names that you don't see up there, but just to name the one seeds, we have Magic Johnson, point guard, Michael Jordan, shooting guard, LeBron James, small forward, and Kareem. All right, as the number ones. As you look at this bracket, any things that pop out, or
Um, I don't know. I like things like the Jason Kidd Chris Paul matchup.
yes,
That's dope. That's a good one right there. Or Steve Nash, Tony Parker. I like it.
yep,
Stephen Chauncey, like that's dope.
Gary Payton and John Stockton.
Oh yeah, for sure, absolutely. Like what? That's crazy.
So those are just some of the good matchups that we have. So we're gonna go down the line. We are live, so if you guys have any comments, who you think will win that matchup, just pop it up and it'll show right up on here. So the first matchup, and I'm gonna so you guys can see. So the first matchup, we have a number 1 seed versus number 6 seed, Magic Johnson and Derrick Rose.
Oh, that's crazy.
So your take on it first.
So if oh man, so we're gonna have to keep reminding each other that this is 1-on-1. It's a 1-on-1 game, like head to head. I could honestly potentially see an upset in this round in a 1-on-1 matchup.
Oh Lord.
I like Derrick Rose's explosiveness and like quick first step against somebody big like Magic Johnson, having to guard him at the top of the key. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe that Derrick Rose could probably take Magic Johnson off the dribble just off pure explosiveness. But that's and you could obviously argue the other way. Magic is just so big, you just back him down and smooth and stuff like that. So that would be a good one too. That'd be a good one.
So you're taking Derrick Rose over Magic Johnson
in a 1-on-1.
1v1.
Man, I'm gonna say yeah. because Magic's skill was distributing the basketball.
Yeah, and being big, being a big point guard, I would say his only advantage will be posting up.
Yeah,
But he's more of a threat when he posts up to pass the ball, like you said. So,
right, exactly. He sucked the defense in and all, like yeah, he's a cerebral player. Derrick Rose's athleticism, that's it. What he does is 1-on-1.
So we have an upset. All right, Rose beating Magic Johnson. Now, do you want to go 116 seed each division?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right, so moving to shooting guards. We have MJ versus Mitch Richmond. Who do you have?
I mean, obviously, Mitch is a great, phenomenal basketball player. I don't think he gets a lot of the respect that he really deserves when when everybody is talking about like basketball players. I think he gets overlooked a lot. But you're going against the GOAT, the pound for pound GOAT in Michael Jordan, and everybody knows what was his thing. Give me the ball. Watch me work. Give me the ball. Watch me work. That's what I do. And there was nobody that could stop him. So I have to give that to MJ just off the strength of the matchup. You know, you put Mitch up against a lot of the other ones, though, and he might win.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a no-brainer. Michael Jordan. For you guys tuning in, we've done Magic Johnson versus Derrick Rose, and we have an upset. Derrick Rose beating Magic Johnson. Now, remember, this is 1v1, all right? So if they play 1-on-1, this is not team, all right? Obviously, Magic would have won in that, but the first one we have Derrick Rose beating Magic Johnson.
He said, after we talking ones and twos, or just ones. That's it.
We're 1v1. 1v1.
Yeah, I know, but we're talking about ones and twos. Like, is everything 1 point? Like game 7?
Oh, ones and twos.
Okay.
All right. So next we have LeBron James, 1 seed versus Chris Mullin, 16 seed.
All right. So obviously, I'm picking LeBron James in this matchup, but another one just like Mitch Richmond, doesn't get a lot of credit for like the just dog of a basketball player that he was, Chris Mullin. We were talking about it before. Like you made the comparison to like he's kind of like the average man's Larry Bird, you know, but with a better handle. But LeBron is like Magic. He passes the ball. He's a distributor first, but any given night, LeBron can give you 50.
Oh yeah, he's going. The advantage that LeBron has on Chris Mullin, and don't get it twisted, Chris Mullin is skilled.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
From the city,
one of the first like white boys that you look at and was like, whoa, like this guy, you know.
So don't get it twisted, but I think LeBron James, his body, he's too big. He'll be able to get a step and just take it.
Yeah, I mean, he
has to play physical.
He's most likely going to be faster than you, stronger than you, and bigger than you anyway. Like in most of these matchups, you know. So that's a tough one there.
So we have Derrick Rose beating Magic, MJ beating Mitch. I have LeBron over Chris Mullin. I'm assuming that's what you. Yeah. All right. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're doing point guard, shooting guard, small forwards, and then power forwards and centers are together. So the first matchup we have is Kareem and Patrick Ewing, 1v1.
Right.
Kareem all day. That's not
Yeah. I was about to say. So I'm a Knicks fan, and I'm saying Kareem every day of the week. To me, Patrick Ewing wasn't. I don't don't know. He just wasn't like a skilled big man in my when you put him up against like somebody like Kareem. He was
So
dominant.
did you see what Charles Oakley said?
I was just about to say that also like kind of like put it in perspective for me. I could never like point it out of like what my thoughts were about Patrick Ewing.
That's what it is.
And that's exactly what it was right there. Like Oakley said it best. Like that's what it was.
All right. So we have Kareem winning that matchup. Now we're going to the 2nd and 15th seed. Back to the point guards. Number 2 seed, we have Steph Curry versus Big Shot Chauncey Billups.
Oh man. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan of Chauncey Billups. I love Chauncey Billups, but I would have to pick Steph in this matchup. I mean, the dude is the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Like, he could be down 20 and he's back like in a few possessions by himself. Like, I'm not betting against that. Although Chauncey was a shooter. When you needed one, they don't call him Big Shot for nothing. That's my guy. But I'm picking Steph.
Yeah, I would have liked Chauncey against someone else.
Yeah.
Steph is just.
Yeah.
You can say that he needs a screen or something like that. So if you want to say having the ball and attacking, some people may say Chauncey's.
Yeah. He was a little bit more. He was a little bit bigger, a little bit more like of a bullier, like size, point guard, like to get to the rack against somebody like Steph.
But Curry doesn't need any space to shoot. That's just...
exactly none whatsoever, and he doesn't need any type of space at the rim either. Like all he needs is like a sliver of room to get a layup in. You know what I mean? Like he's crafty around the basket too, and yeah, and he's not slow either. Like he's not slow, so like he's twitchy, like quick off the dribble type movement too. So he could. Yeah, I think he'd take Chauncey in that aspect.
All right, moving on to the shooting guards. R.I.P. Number 2, we got Kobe, Black Mamba Bryant versus Klay Thompson.
Ooh-wee.
He said, "Ooh-wee, boy, you better stop."
I'm saying ooh-wee because that's an awful matchup for Klay, because Klay wins a lot of these other matches.
No.
You don't think so?
1v1. No.
1v1? He's a defender too, though. You know what I'm saying? He's a two-way.
He can.
There's a lot of shooting guards that he's locking up 1v1, bro.
Not so when you say locking up, there's not when it comes to the NBA and basketball.
Yeah, for sure.
No one
is locking somebody up.
The top players. I don't care who you are. You're not locking them up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Sure. But in a game of 1-on-1, like top
against, and this is so Klay is involved with 15 of the greatest shooting guards of all time.
Yeah, that's impressive in itself for sure.
So, I don't think he's. You know what I'm saying? There's no one on here that's really stopping someone.
Yeah, but like
you can slow someone down.
But if I put him against like, I mean, I don't want to like disrespect.
Now you can say size.
Like DeMar DeRozan or somebody like that. Like I'm picking Klay. You know what I'm saying? Just because I just don't think the bag is that crazy when it comes to like him turning you when you're going to the rack. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that'd be a good matchup though, Klay and DeMar.
Yeah, DeMar.
All right, so we got Kobe over Klay. Now moving to small forwards. 2nd seed, we have Larry Bird versus Clyde Drexler. Now you could have put Clyde as a shooting guard as well, but he's small forward on here. Not getting too crazy into it, but yeah, Larry versus Clyde.
I'm gonna pick Larry.
I don't like the way you just shrug that off like that.
I mean, I respect Clyde. He's a legend, and he was kind of like ahead of his time a little bit. But Larry Bird that's kind of like a different level of skill when the basketball is in their hand. Like I just
shooting the
feel like
rock,
he's the type of person
making
that
the
just,
right
like,
decision.
off because he can hit every single shot from anywhere. You know what I'm saying? If he's playing you 1-on-1, like, he's just gonna be playing with you.
I forgot what game it was. It might have been the Pistons, but someone was just saying like that's when they got all respect for Larry Bird because he was just turned around. Cool.
Yeah, he's like the shots that he hits are kind of like horse type 1-on-1 shots anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mess with Larry though. That's in that matchup. We'll see. Oh, we lost Trey. We lost Trey. What happened to you?
Man, This internet is whack. It literally,
Yep.
I told you, like,
Yeah, Alex was saying
random.
the same thing.
That shit is so annoying. But back at it, man. Sorry about the technical difficulties. So now I'm just using the internet on my Wi-Fi or on my phone. But all right. So we got Larry beating Clyde. Now we're gonna move on to power forwards and centers. So we have Wilt Chamberlain versus Yao Ming.
Ooh, Will, I'm picking that. I'm gonna pick Will. I like Yao though. That was a pivotal time in my NBA fandom when him and Shaq were going at it all the time. So
Oh man! All right, we need help on this one.
yeah. Also,
Wilt Chamberlain versus Yao Ming.
right. The Will Chamberlain
I'm taking
is
Yao
always a
Ming.
weird argument for me because like I know it's an era thing or whatever, but it's clearly like a huge difference between what was going on in the NBA then and then like what's going on now. Like it's extreme. It's not even the same league like at all. So that's always a weird argument for me. But I'll pick Wilt just off the strength of taking airs out of it.
You got a coin? You got a coin on you?
A coin?
I don't know how we're gonna do that, man. Because I really just think, I think if Yao Ming didn't get hurt, as Shaq said
Yeah.
he would have been.
Yeah, for sure. That's the reason. One of the better.
You want to use your one on this one? You can use your power move to take it.
What do you mean?
I'm taking it out.
Taking it
So
out?
you got the next power move. So if we have a tie, it goes to you.
Okay, I got you.
All right, moving to the third and 14th seed. For the point guards, we have Isaiah Thomas and Lenny Wilkins.
Zeke.
Up front.
Zeke.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Zeke too. I ain't even gonna hold you. We ain't gonna stay on the topic like I know much about Lenny. So
Facts.
all right. Moving to the shooting guards, we have Dwayne Wade versus DeMar DeRozan.
Wait.
D-Wade?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got D-Wade.
Tough matchup for him as well. For DeRozan, but
It is. All right, next small forwards, we have KD versus Rick Barry.
I fuck with Rick Barry. I mess with Rick Barry. But KD is KD.
Yeah, that's one of the best scorers of all time. So,
Yeah.
already.
Probably will be the best at the end of the day, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say
That's saying a lot coming from a LeBron fan. So
scorer.
I'm talking about like at the end of the day when it comes to like the stat scoring. The stat scoring. I obviously know that Kevin Durant is a better scorer than LeBron James, but when you talk about like at the end of everybody's career when that chasing Kareem.
Bro, stop. Ab says, "Where's Jamal Crawford at?"
Hey, don't disrespect Jamal Crawford, but it's a different list, bro.
Yeah. Different list, different time.
With that being said, if we're gonna break it down like the best one-on-one basketball players, he's on my list for sure.
No. That's
Jamal
the thing.
Crawford?
You guys be disrespecting like so many people. Like,
Why? I'm not saying
y'all
take
be
anybody
digging.
off. I'm not saying take
All right,
anybody off.
so
I'm
you
saying I'm
putting.
putting Jamal. I'm
That's
saying
what
I'm
I'm saying.
putting Jamal in my top
So
for my
so
list
I
for number one-on-ones.
so if you have a list of Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, AI, Tracy McGrady, Dwayne Wade, and you see Jamal Crawford on there, like there's levels to it. Yes,
I think Jamal Crawford
after
Dwayne Wade
it's a
would be a great
list,
match.
huh?
I think Jamal Crawford Dwayne Wade would be a great matchup.
Too big, bro. Jamal Crawford, that's been his biggest fall. His
Yeah, but we're
defense.
talking about one-on-one, take you off of the
Yes,
dribble, cooking
yes,
you, bro.
one v
That's
one.
Jamal.
Yes, defense 1v1.
Ah, man.
Yes, Jamal
Make it
Crawford would
take
be
it.
because, bro, if Jamal Crawford comes up, if he comes up in your face, he doesn't have the the agility, athleticism at that level, or to even care to play defense because it's shown his a whole.
I
He
don't
has to
know. I
back
like
up and
him.
play someone like Dwayne Wade because Dwayne Wade will blow by him, use his body. What are you talking about? You know the
I
size
like it.
difference.
I like it. I like Jamal Crawford in one-on-ones.
So you have to take 16, 14 because Kobe and Jordan are automatically.
Yeah.
So you have to take 15. Did I say that right? 14 shooting guards.
Yeah.
Since the start of the NBA, or we take it back to the 80s. So from 1980 to 2020,
Yeah.
you're telling me that you're gonna pick Jamal Crawford for 1v1. You got 14 players. Now it's different if you would have said when he was playing 14 players 1v1, and then you might be able to throw him in. I just want you to know how people are listening right now and hearing you, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
And you just compared Dwayne Wade to it'll be a good matchup with Jamal Crawford.
One-on-one.
Dwayne Wade,
Yes, absolutely.
arguably the top 3 shooting
I don't know
guards
how
of
that's a
all
crazy
time,
thing.
bro. Man.
That's
All
not.
right,
That's
that's
not
been it of
crazy.
Talking Crazy podcast.
That's not crazy.
Bro, what are you? I forgot you watch more football growing up, bro. I don't think you just understand.
Nah,
That
that's
was
not
a,
crazy.
I don't know. But okay. So if you're telling me Dwayne Wade and Jamal Crawford would be a good matchup, where are you putting Jamal Crawford in this list?
I mean, I could swap out DeMar DeRozan for Jamal Crawford one-on-ones.
So that's what we doing.
Sorry.
So we're
Sorry.
picking 1v1s. We're picking 1v1s of people who had 2-minute highlight films in the NBA. Now, if we're
Stop
doing
it.
that,
Don't do it like that.
if we're doing that, let's put Sebastian Telfair. Let's put Rod
Absolutely.
Strickland.
But yeah, those guys one-on-one. Those guys one-on-ones. We should do a whole nother list for the non.
No, because they won't have the time of day to these. When you break it down to all, yes, at that time, those are people that they're like outside the top 10 of that team. Those are those like people at that time,
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
bro.
I'm taking. I'm rocking with Jamal, bro.
All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna throw Jamal Crawford in there. You're taking one person off right now on shooting guards because you sound so ridiculous. So we're gonna see how this works. So take one person on the shooting guard.
I already told you.
So I'm not gonna put in Jamal Crawford for DeMar DeRozan for you to say Dwayne Wade's gonna be
That's a better
Dwayne
matchup
Wade's.
in my eyes. That's a better matchup in my eyes. I don't know if that's a better matchup.
What?
I would want to see.
Oh
I would
my.
want to see that matchup more because I just think that watching Jamal Crawford 1-on-1 is a lot more exciting than watching DeMar DeRozan.
Okay, so either way, Dwayne Wade is to the next
Yes.
round. So moving on. That was pointless.
I'm telling you,
That literally.
you said it.
You would have. Your point would have made. You would have made. It doesn't matter about or almost. So if I'm playing 1-on-1 and I still lose, the score is blah blah. Blah to what?
But the thing was whether it would be a good matchup or not. I think
He said it would be a good matchup. My God. If Dwayne Wade gets the ball first, Jamal Crawford's not getting it. That's how much of defense of reliability he is.
Let's set it up.
And hold on.
Hey, let's set it up.
I want to throw. He's like a 30% field goal. It's so inconsistent. That's why if you would have picked somebody else, highlights. He has the nice moves, but did he finish? That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
I don't know.
All right, I'm a little nervous. We're gonna have to do a football one too next. All right, moving on to the small forwards. What do you got?
So this one is.
Oh no, the big. Sorry. Shaq versus KG.
Oh, that's
just very unfortunate. No, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah,
that is very unfortunate.
Kevin Garnett.
That's
because if you put him on the other side of this bracket, he ends up going against Shaq at the end, probably close to it. I'm gonna take Shaq.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, KG is one of the best. He changed the game. He changed the game to that skill. Like you could say Hakeem, but he wasn't.
Yeah, but it wasn't like that.
Bringing the ball like that. Yeah. I feel like KG was kind of like that next.
On the block, like he was just smooth on the block, and that from the elbow, like he just had a bag of moves that was unbelievable. Kevin Garnett was an athlete at 7 feet tall. You know, take it out from the elbow and shoot that thing. Like, you know, he played crazy defense too.
That's probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
One. Yeah. But yeah, you gotta put in Shaq.
Oh, yeah, that's a good matchup too right there.
All right, moving back to the point guards. We have 4th seed versus the 13th seed. Now I have an upset on this. We have John Stockton versus Gary Payton. I got the glove. Just because Stockton's offense isn't elite enough for now. If we're gonna talk about shutdown, Gary Payton was one of the people that is gonna get you pissed off, especially 1-on-1. Oh,
yeah. That's almost a no-brainer for me. I think just when you put them face to face on a basketball court.
Yeah, I won't say like no-brainer, but. He was a mid-range, but I feel like he's gonna need the picks. He's gonna need to come off, hit you with that elbow type of, hit you with the elbow, dirty type of.
Steve Nash was just like him with like a better jumper. So like when they like running around, I just picture him like dribbling the ball all the way around the baseline, like coming back up top. You know what I'm saying? Like through people in and out of the paint. Like that's what I feel like when I
did Nash. You gotta put some respect for Nash when it comes to 1v1 because he'll break you down.
No, I'm just saying. I look at them like the same like type of. Like,
they are the
whirly little like point guard, like just dribbling around everywhere, like like you see Nash will instead of like to going for the layup, he's just dribbling underneath the basket. You know, he'll take it back out. Like
I think Nash has the ability to score whenever. Well, he shows
he's more
you
skilled. He's
that
more of
to
a skilled.
score, but obviously
It's like 2.0.
He's a
2.0.
point. Obviously, he has that pass first mindset, but Nash just has that ability to score whenever he wants. John Stockton wasn't.
Yeah,
that's good. All right. So moving on to shooting guard, we have AI versus the Iceman. George Gervin.
I know who it is, but I'm taking AI.
Yeah.
1-on-1.
I wonder if height would be a disadvantage because that's a big height. That's a big.
I mean, everybody would have said that.
No, but that's a big difference. I'm pretty sure. I think George Gervin is like 6'8" or 7, 6'8", 7. Yeah, he was like magic. That's tough for AI to be pulling up over, but it's more to that. He'll break you down and get that space.
Yeah, he was. I think he was more comfortable going to the rack anyway.
Yeah, that first step. All right, small forwards. We got Scottie Pippen versus Elgin Baylor.
Ooh. I'm gonna say Scottie.
I think that's one of the most in this bracket.
Even.
Yeah, it'll be a tough match. Won't say even.
Yeah.
But we say a tough match.
Right. I'm gonna pick Scottie barely. Just because Scottie's always part of my argument when it's MJ against LeBron.
So you gotta ride the. That's too funny. All right, yeah, I got Scottie Pippen too. All right, moving to power forward and center, we have Bill Russell versus Elvin Hayes. I'm taking Elvin Hayes. Only, I know I can't do that. Because I say we can't go back, even though Elvin Hayes played a little like later, but yeah, I'm taking Elvin Hayes. I don't care what y'all say.
I don't really know.
I say Bill Russell and Will Chamberlain. It would have been different.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know too much about him, so I'm going to say Bill Russell. Well, my mind could be changed.
Do I need to like hit you with some stats or something? What do you mean when you say that?
Maybe just like when did they play at the same time or no?
Bill Russell, pretty sure he played earlier, but they played at the same time. Oh no, they definitely played at the same time. I'm bugging.
Yeah, I would have to like see some like film or something like that just to see like.
I mean, the man was averaging like over. He was 28 and like 17.
Yeah. That air is just weird though. Like that's the only thing.
That air is just weird. All right, Bill Russell, man. I think it's closer than what some people may think.
It probably is. I just don't really know.
All right, moving on. Back to the point guards. So we're gonna do the first 2 rounds today too, just so you guys know. 5th seed versus 12th seed. Now I think for the point guards, for the first round, this might be the best matchup. Jason Kidd versus Chris Paul.
Oh man, I'm rocking with Jason Kidd.
Literally, like, Jason Kidd is my second favorite point guard, and Chris Paul is my third favorite point guard. And the only thing is, when you compare, like, not only just this, so if you just say, we were just talking one day, and breaking them down, Jason Kidd and Chris Paul, the only thing I would say is Chris Paul can be more of a dog scoring. So I have to take Chris Paul. Just because that's, if I had to break them down,
man, yeah, but
you have never seen a game really. When you see Jason Kidd's stats of his triple doubles, it's usually 16 points. 18 points. Sure. He was one of those. Chris Paul. Yeah. So Jason Kidd is that Magic Johnson, John Stockton, but he can't score.
Yeah.
But when it comes to one-on-one, man, Chris Paul.
But Jason Kidd's a little bit bigger though. Like.
No, it doesn't. Chris Paul is one of the bigger, strong. For sure. They're literally like the same body build size. Like Jason Kidd's a little taller. But at that point guard, that point guard, those heights don't really make a difference.
I could agree with you one-on-one that Chris Paul might edge Jason Kidd. But if we're talking about in a game,
bro, breaking down. So Jason Kidd had problems with AI. Chris Paul's the same. He has that same package, even worse. Like when it comes to 1v1, man, I don't. Yeah. Like I said, Jason Kidd is better point guard. Absolutely. And it's still it's a slight margin.
Yeah.
But think about Chris Paul's whole career. The Hornets, how many? Think about how many 40 and 50-point games Chris Paul has had.
Oh, for sure. No,
more early in his year.
I'm saying I can agree with you. I can agree with you for sure.
Just for scoring though, all around, Kidd is a better point guard.
Yeah, if it comes down to like I'm picking my team, I might pick Jason Kidd.
I'm picking Jason Kidd. I always do.
Right.
He's off my bench. Like if I always put Magic Johnson, and then Jason Kidd's my point guard off the bench.
Yeah,
but that's tough, man.
For real.
So we got Chris Paul beating Jason Kidd. Remember, this is 1v1, so that's tough. All right, moving on. Shooting guards. We have Oscar Robertson versus Vince. Now, you could have put Vince small forward, but he did play two with the Raptors. And he played two with the Nets. I think Richard Jefferson was considered a small forward.
Probably.
Oscar Robertson and Vince. I'm taking Big O.
Oh, man.
I'm taking a Big O.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that one. Just for the sake of
Big O.
You could argue
Big O and who is the other one? Pearl and Big O. Their games was so
way ahead of their time.
Like, no, it's that disrespect. Like, pull up and just quit and just and make anything and everything.
Yeah.
Like, no matter if a person is right in your hand, like a hand's right in the face.
Yeah.
But I'm taking Big O versus Vince. I know the youngins
don't
like that.
I'll take that.
You said Big O?
Vince is like a rabbit hole. Like you could just go on for days arguing for and against him. So
All right, moving on to the small forwards. The fifth seed, we have Kawhi.
oh,
The 11th seed, we have Melo.
taking Melo, God damn it! I don't care what nobody says.
See, now that's disrespect. I'm taking Kawhi, and I got the next. So just so you know, Kawhi moves on, but you can explain.
I take Melo. Just off of him being one of the deadliest scorers that we've seen. So like I like Melo.
I'm thinking his defense is just gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
I think Kawhi is a little more efficient, so they can go
If
back.
they're going
back.
bucket for bucket, I'm thinking one
Melo, but the thing is,
Kawhi stiff ass shot.
so it's consistency. It's consistency. Melo's gonna go for the harder shot. Kawhi is more fundamental.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking Melo 1-on-1.
Like I said, I got Kawhi, and I got the next move on because you got the Bill Russell, Elvin Hayes. All right, moving on to the power forward centers.
Ooh.
Two teammates, Tim Duncan, David Robinson.
Tim Duncan.
I don't think you're putting enough time to think about.
I'm gonna use the same argument that you just used on Kawhi, of just the killing you, just fundamental, good, smart
team though. Creates space. I haven't picked one yet, but I just think your response is a little too quick. Physicality. David Robinson. Physicality. David Robinson was the most physical, like body. LeBron James was the next person, but David Robinson was like the first one. I don't think you watched any highlight. No, seriously.
I absolutely did, and I understand that he's like.
So how many points has he scored?
I'm just
72,
saying,
right?
I'm saying
he scored 72 points in a game. He got a quadruple double. All I'm saying is, first of all, I haven't picked yet, but you have to put more respect on this.
No, yeah, absolutely. But the only reason why,
and it's 1v1, so you got to remember that as well. But yeah, go.
The only reason why I do that is because I just. Even though Robinson was Robinson, he did everything that he did, and he was as good as he was. Tim Duncan still,
bro, but it's
down as maybe the best.
So before Tim Duncan got there, it was more of the David Robinson show. They still have great Elliott. They had great role players. Vinny Del Negro. What I'm saying is, we're talking 1v1.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
I'm sure
Tim Duncan in the Spurs dynasty was literally built from a system.
I know.
It's Tim Duncan you need to get the screen to get Tim Duncan on that post. He's coming off his screen to go on that elbow or that post. All I'm saying is we really have to look at it as the 1v1. But you got it anyway. I picked Robinson, but you got the tiebreaker. So Duncan moves.
Right.
But I really want you to think of that 1v1.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Duncan could have held on Robinson. And that's like I guess that's the fun part of it, that we get to, because we don't want it to be the typical, they're not saying like their career just because they were like one of the greats, but really breaking down their game.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the point guards. We got this is 6 seed and 11 seed. I'm not gonna lie, it's probably my least favorite, just because I literally probably watched 2 different highlight films of Jerry West, which is
Ever?
just 2 videos, bro. Like, like 2
Yeah.
different videos. And I'm sure they're the same videos that everybody else seen.
Right.
And then Walt Frazier, I watched a few times just because I used to watch a lot of Knicks games back in the day, like when they had Allie Houston.
Yeah.
And I was always like, he was on. They always talked about Walt Frazier, so
Yeah.
watch highlights of him as well. But
Yeah, no, we ain't rocking with
I
Walt.
think I'm gonna go Walt Frazier though,
Okay,
just because I heard of him being more of the scorer like that.
Yeah, you go Walt.
Huh?
So you go Walt.
Hey, what do you mean you can go with Walt?
I pick Jerry.
Okay, then you can have Jerry there.
Nah, you can have Walt. Nigga.
Nah, because this wouldn't help count because I'm not using my extra thing on it. I see what you're doing. As soon as you said that, I knew where you were going. Oh, you can take it. You can go with him. Nah, nigga. So if you don't care if Frazier going on, but this ain't, that's the one that we don't care. So nah, I still got my next. Fuck out of here.
He wasn't worthy of using them.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right. Moving on to shooting guards. We have 6 seed Tracy McGrady versus 11 seed Manu Ginobili.
I'm taking T-Mac.
Take a T-Mac too, but once again, I don't want people out there getting confused.
Do not. Manu is a dog.
Yeah.
Something that like people like speak about like really top tier shooting guards ever type stuff.
I feel like if he was on his old team, we would still be looking at him as the same thing, which is amazing to say because he won 4 championships?
Yeah.
5. I think he was there for all 5. Yeah.
He was there for all 5, yeah.
So I think him being a shooting guard, we still would have. He definitely would have won those 5 rings, but like
you can look at him in the same regard. All right, so this could be taken different ways, but like, as like his role, kind of, not really because he was more of like the system was just a lot more strict, but of like Lou Williams. You know what I mean? Like he comes in, and you know what you're gonna get from him. He's not even close to a step back from who you have on the floor at first if he doesn't start. You know what I mean?
I think Lou Williams. I think their mindset, same mindset, but Lou Williams is more of scoring, and Manu's is all around because he was a good defender too.
The system is just different. That Manu fits in that system because he is like more of an all around.
Yeah. So you got Tracy though.
Yeah, I think Tracy.
All right, small forwards. We have Paul Pierce and Grant Hill.
Grant Hill. Grant Hill.
I agree with you, man. And I feel like this was tough because I feel like Grant Hill won't hold up to anybody else in these brackets. But
because of unfortunate circumstances like injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Paul Pierce is a 5th.
Well, you could obviously
rings, man. I got to put up.
We're talking 1-on-1, dog.
No, but still. Okay, so where's he ranked on scoring?
Oh no, I know, for sure.
Exactly. So on this list, if you're if you're a top, I think the top 25 might be on here anyway, or
Right,
top 20. Like,
right. But
don't get it
was Paul
twisted.
Pierce,
If you're averaging 20 something more points a game, don't get
was
it
Paul
twisted.
Pierce?
His style of play is 1v1. So don't get it twisted
No,
as
yeah,
like.
for sure. But was Paul Pierce stopping Grant Hill? A healthy Grant Hill.
So my only thing was his slowness. So yeah, I guess not. So I was gonna say he's just too slow to keep up.
I'm
I
nowhere
watch
near.
Horse, bro. I watch Horse in
Yeah,
the
bro, that
NBA.
was ugly, bro. That was ugly.
No,
This
so
dude,
I
this dude Paul
watched.
Pierce said, "Once I'm done playing basketball, I'm done playing basketball. I ain't no
So
more."
yeah, so two things from that. Someone said it best. They were like, Paul Pierce is made to be a retired NBA
Yeah.
player. Like he's, and then about the horse thing, I think it was cool. The best thing about it was the stories that came from it.
Yeah.
And like, I watched a YouTube video. Someone put it was a great video, and they were just like five takeaways from the horse thing, and then they ended. It was like all negative, and then they ended with like it wasn't like the NBA is trying to do like anything just to entertain. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
sometimes you're not worried about like
what you look
like the horse. It's just the entertain kind of, and some of it was actually entertaining. They said Paul Pierce and Zach LaVine's one was the best one. The stories, and then Paul Pierce was just looking like an idiot.
Yeah,
so old
they said he had Adidas shorts on with Nike shoes
with a big vest on, bro.
Yeah, like what was he doing?
He looked so. Oh my god! But they were saying like some of it, like first of all, Trae Young
with the short basket. What was he doing?
That shit was short. He's saying it was 10
know.
feet. It was not 10 feet. Shit was bent. And he was shooting on the ground. And then Tamika Catchings, her thing was horrible.
Yeah.
They were like, they broke down. They were like, she's over here breathing, and like the wind. All you can hear is the wind. And they said she had to go against Mike Conley, who was in a nice ass gym, shooting one handed. They were saying that was the only thing they could have. They should have put Chauncey Billups because he had the nice court with Mike Conley, and then putting Tamika Catchings with Trae Young. But all right, so we got Grant Hill over Paul Pierce. Now going to the bigs, we have Hakeem Olajuwon versus Kevin McHale.
That's a good one too. But I'm
That's a good one too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Hakeem.
Yep. That shake. He's not stopping the shake.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
McHale was skilled too. Like don't get
yeah.
He was a skilled big man too.
Kevin McHale is a top 10 power forward of all time.
Like just like people go and train with Olajuwon, they go and train with McHale too.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's a good one.
All right, moving back to the first round. We have 7th seed Steve Nash versus 10th seed Tony Parker.
Oh man.
I feel like this is going to be the battle of quick ass layups and mid range shots.
Layups that they don't even get off the floor for. It's just like
right. I learned that shit from Steve Nash and Tony Parker. Jordan used to do that too.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough.
I'm picking Steve Nash.
Yeah.
I'm picking Steve Nash.
I think Tony Parker, if he was a little more consistent, but he was deadly with that. He was so quick. Yeah. I don't know if Nash can stay in front of him. All I'm thinking about with Tony Parker is when he just dribbles so quick and people are backing. Like, but yeah, I guess Steve Nash.
Yeah, I gotta take Steve Nash.
Yeah, I think it's a good matchup though. All right, shooting guard. We got Pistol Pete versus Reggie Miller.
Reggie. Going with Reggie.
Going Pistol Pete.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because he did more mid-range game, dribbling. Reggie is kind of like, get the ball, he's stuck until somebody comes set a screen or he's coming off screens. He really wasn't too much one-on-one. If he did, you know he was shooting a three from far because he wasn't physical at all. All right, moving to small forwards, we have Dominique Wilkins versus Havlicek.
Ooh. Damn. Nick was a crazy athlete, man.
He was, and I did like a little more research on him. That's his style. Was 1v1.
1-on-1,
and just energy, and his stats were actually pretty good
for the type of player that
he just was in that limelight of the Celtics, Lakers, and then Jordan came in.
Yeah. And they had like the dunk contest, or it was like controversy between him and Jordan and shit like that.
Yeah. So who you taking?
Oh man! But on the opposite end of that, I know Havlicek was like a skilled ball player. Like, oh man, I'm gonna say Dominique, just because he's gonna out athlete a lot of people in that circumstance.
Yeah. And that's big on the 1v1.
Yeah. If you can't guard somebody that can jump over you, nah.
All right, Dominique. All right, moving on to the power forward centers. We have. This is another great matchup. What was our other good matchup? Kidd and Paul. This is just like Jason Kidd and Paul. Karl Malone versus Moses Malone.
Oh man, that's a good one too. Holy shit. You know what? I'm gonna say Karl Malone, like we talked about earlier. That scoring number says a lot when it comes to that.
Going Moses Malone.
Yeah. Man, I don't know.
Because Karl Malone, I just try to break down that game, and he was very simple of that post, quick turn, and bam.
Yeah,
so I don't know if I'm thinking of, and not all big men can dribble and stuff like that, but I think the moves of Moses Malone and the finishing around the rim.
Yeah. But like you said, he's up there on that scoring list.
Yeah, but
that's tough. He did play in
John Stock. Well, John Stockton is more assists, but
now should they have
that one? That's more like so like Tim Duncan. I think he might be top 25, and I wouldn't look at him as scoring just because I know what his system's about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, just looking at like 1v1 style, like does he have the baggage? Like you can't have one move.
Yeah.
The only person that can have one move on this list
is Kareem.
Yes, You already know, bro.
Yeah, I know. But I also think about like Karl Malone, like getting the ball at the elbow and taking 2 dribbles to the rack.
Moses Malone.
Yeah, you think so?
He's not. There's some people that you're doing that on, and some people you're not.
Yeah, I would
Moses
have to.
Malone,
I would
not
have to
doing that.
see. I've obviously watched more Karl Malone than I have Moses Malone.
So Karl Malone versus Tim Duncan would be a great matchup, and I would take Karl Malone in that.
I don't know. I just think Duncan's defense at the rim is better than.
Not Karl Malone.
I'm saying better than average, and Karl Malone. I would say like he's just like he's a little bit more like undersized. I feel like for that position, for some reason.
Well, them niggas didn't score him. He wasn't really under. He's 6'9", so he's LeBron size, but big. Like he was bigger.
Like more sturdy.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a different. He was different. He's literally. That's what when they compare people, they say Karl Malone, like LeBron James. There's like, imagine Karl Malone being mixed with like whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like Magic Johnson. Like
right. Yeah, you do hear that comparison a lot with LeBron and Karl Malone.
He's so big, you weren't moving him. That's what I mean. Like.
That's why I picked
tough
Karl Malone over Moses Malone is just because like the movement just seems like a little bit more geared towards like a small forward, but
Moses was physical too. So when you compare like Tim Duncan, I won't say I'm not saying like he's frail, or anything, but I've be pushed a little more.
Yeah.
But good conversation. Karl Malone over Moses Malone, and I'm not mad at that, honestly.
Right.
All right. 8, 9 seed going back. Yep, back to the point guard. Russell Westbrook versus Bob Cousy.
I'm taking Russell Westbrook, sir.
Oh my God.
Yep.
So I just want to throw out real quick these round 2 matchups for point guards. Derrick Rose versus Russell Westbrook.
As it should be.
Jason Kidd versus Gary Payton.
Yeah, that's good. Right,
Walt Frazier versus Isaiah Thomas. Literally the same. Walt was like what Isaiah was before Isaiah. Yeah. But Isaiah put a little more flavor on it.
Flavor.
And then Steve Nash and Steph Curry.
That's like perfect. You can't get like much more perfect.
Steve Nash is the best point guard from the mid 2000 to 2010, even though it was more like 2000.
My guy had 2 MVPs, right? Back to back.
Yeah, from that stretch.
Yeah.
From 2000 to 2010, he was the man. Curry was the man. 2000, whatever. Kidd and Payton, same thing. Kidd and Nash pretty much was the best point guards. Gary Payton in the 90s. And then Rose Westbrook was the 2 different go all in.
Rose is a more of what could have been between Westbrook and him right now. You know what I mean?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like it would be a like the.
Yeah, they always been compared. It's always been Russell Westbrook and Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
Always been compared.
Obviously, Derrick Rose just fell out of the argument as of right now.
All right, moving on to shooting guards. We have 8th seed Ray Allen versus 9th seed James Harden.
Oh, damn. Yo, that's tough because Ray Allen was a dog.
And yes, and Please go back.
horror.
For you guys don't know, we're not. I don't care about the Heat. I don't care about the Celtics.
None of that shit. Yo.
When he was with the Seattle Supersonics and the Milwaukee Bucks, that man was a problem.
Killer. Like, legitimate killer. Like, scorer. You know, I'm taking, oh, man. That's tough because Harden, you don't look at anybody else when it comes to one-on-one basketball. But there's also defense in one-on-one basketball.
Whoo-hoo. Yo, I literally had, once you said that, I had my pick. And then once you said that, my pick changed. I had my pick drastically. Then you said that, and it changed drastically. From just a yes and no. I don't know how that's possible.
Man. This is tough, but I'm taking Ray Allen. Ray Allen played some good defense too, even at the end. Even when when you needed him to guard his man, he did it.
Picking Ray Allen. They were 8th and 9th seed.
You know how many people are gonna go crazy about that?
Ray Allen. All right, moving to the small forwards. We have 8th seed James Worthy versus 9th seed Julius Erving.
I don't know. I know Dr. J, but I don't know Dr. J like that. I've seen more James Worthy.
Crazy thing is, I'm in the same boat. Like, I know more about, which is weird, I feel like.
Yeah.
I know more about James Worthy than Julius Erving.
Yeah. I'm going to say, oh, man. Just because I know more about him, I have to say James. And he was a scorer too. Like.
And defender, long as hell.
Yeah.
James Worthy. Ooh, if I would have wanted to see a matchup for round 2 back in the day, or just like, I would love to see James Worthy play defense on LeBron James.
Right.
That's the round 2.
I think everybody would. And the fact that James Worthy loves LeBron so much, it makes me better.
All right. Last one. Power forward center. Charles Barkley versus Dirk. This is tough.
Oh,
this is tough for me.
I was gonna go quick there, but I'm going Dirk. I'm going
Charles Barkley because Dirk couldn't defend a fucking fly. That's really the Charles Barkley. Like, it's two different skill sets. Like, Charles Barkley would blow by him, get to the basket. He has mid range. Dirk can post up, fade away, shoot
from everywhere though, like literally from any spot. So Charles has to come out and guard at any spot. Not saying that he can't, because he obviously could guard because he was.
We're taking pride. Yeah, he was a perimeter. Defender too. But
even some of the best perimeter defenders look at Dirk like, what am I supposed to do about that? You know what I mean? 7 foot with a jumper that's over his head and wet, like.
But 1v1. So his 1v1 moves, because if it's not, if he's not on the block shooting, so he's gonna have to come down from the perimeter. He's gonna have to back up, because from there, when he starts with the ball, he's making one move and pull up.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
He needs a screener or coming off, like.
But think about that though. Like, think about if you were in Charles Barkley's position and Dirk's coming down, and all of a sudden
he could be physical.
He hits you, he seals you. You get the ball on the post or a high post, whatever, and he hits you with just like a one dribble turnaround fadeaway jumper. That's just wet. Now what are you doing the next time, bro? Like you're gonna be up in him. Now
he's limited. No, Dirk is limited. But he's too slow. He doesn't have combinations of moves. That's what I'm saying.
Like the pump fake drive, a pump fake drive pull up.
That's 1v1. That's not gonna work. I feel like there'd be a lot of recovery. He's too.
Yeah, I mean,
too slow.
I like that matchup. I like it.
What was
Dirk is so skilled, bro. So fucking skilled.
Do we?
Damn, we gonna miss him, bro.
Did you have the next one?
No, I got Karl Malone, so you got this one.
Yeah, man. Like I know. Trust me. Like Kobe, his rivals, the Duncans, the Dirks, the Webbers, Chris. So like I've always.
Oh man.
But Barkley was a beast.
Yeah, but
and I think if he would have won that one championship, so Dirk won one. I know it's kind of like a little different, but just how we see.
I think Dirk's.
I think Charles Barkley
more dog than Charles Barkley. Like when it comes to like winning, like give me the ball type. I think Charles Barkley was like obviously like more of like a dog mentality, like outwardly like emotional.
He's a dog skill, man. That's kind of why his legacy kind of still is.
Well, there was like
because when you don't win championships,
there was like two different careers of Charles Barkley. That's why. Like there was the first one where he was a physical fucking freak that like really nobody had really seen before him at that size, that athletic ability.
Yeah, and then the older later Houston, he was dog where he would fucking punch you in your face.
Yeah, exactly. When the athleticism
with Hakeem and Scotty.
Yeah.
Huh?
Like when the athleticism was like on its way out the door for him.
Yeah, but we're talking about prime. Everybody's.
Prime. Yeah. I just think that's the one thing about Charles.
Yeah, I gotta take Charles.
There's literally two different careers like that he had, you know. So I don't know. And plus, it doesn't help that he's the butt of the jokes now, being the fat Charles Barkley.
Right, exactly. So that's why I said it didn't have to do anything with it, but just perception on how you look on someone. If he would have won that championship,
right,
in '90, what was it? One. Barkley would have been put up a little higher, but. So going over just our next round, we're done for today. But our next round, what we have. So for round 2 point guards, we have a number 1 seed, Derrick Rose. 16th seed, Derrick Rose versus 8th seed, Russell Westbrook. We have 5th seed, Jason Kidd versus 13th seed, Gary Payton. 11th seed, Walt Frazier versus 3rd seed, Isaiah Thomas. 7th seed, Steve Nash versus 2nd seed, 2 seed, Curry. So that's the point guards. Shooting guards, 1 seed, MJ versus Ray Allen. Everyone would have wanted to see that. They had their comparisons. Shuttleworth, right around that era.
Jesus. Yeah, that's dope. That's dope, actually.
So that would have been a nice little throwback matchup. People would have liked to see it. 5th seed, Big O versus AI. That's nice.
Oh,
that's nice.
Yeah,
I like that. Ooh. Next, 6th seed, Tracy McGrady versus 3rd seed, Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
That is a early 2000 picture. If you were watching basketball in early 2000, especially when Dwayne Wade won his 2003. That's when Tracy McGrady was going crazy.
2000.
Crazy.
Dwayne Wade won his in 06.
Oh, 06. I said 03. Sorry. Yeah, but he still was going crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
That's actually that probably was the last year he was with.
That was Houston Rockets. Tracy McGrady.
It might have been the first year, like Rockets or something like that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That's Tracy McGrady and the Rockets.
When?
That time. 06.
Oh, yep. 2004.
Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know he was on the Rockets the longest.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I remember just because like when I started playing basketball, like video games, NBA Live, 07.
Him and Yao?
McGrady was on the cover of it.
Damn, they should have won. That's kind of like the broke down Kobe and Shaq.
They had Steve Francis on that team, bro. Like that shit was wild. That shit was.
Yep, broke down Derek Fisher.
Steve Francis was my guy too.
Yeah, he was.
A lot of people don't really understand Steve Francis. That he was a dog.
Yeah,
he was a dog. Bro. So skilled with the basketball too.
All right, and then we have Pistol Pete 7 seed versus Kobe.
Right. Yeah.
Just had to write something. For the small forwards.
Kobe on next line.
Small forwards. We have LeBron, number 1 seed, versus AC James Worthy. We have a 12 seed Grant Hill versus 4th seed Scottie Pippen. I like that battle too.
Yeah.
Like I said, injuries. If he didn't get injuries, I think we look at that a little different.
Grant Hill was supposed to be Michael Jordan.
Like, yeah, skill wise, he is. Yeah. Yeah. Small forwards. So far, small forwards have the best round 2 matchups. We have LeBron Worthy, Grant Hill, Scottie, Kawhi, KD, Dominique, and Larry Bird.
Oh yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
Power forward centers: Kareem versus Charles, Tim Duncan versus Bill Russell. Damn, both of my picks on that didn't get in. See, honestly, I could have had David Robinson beating either Kareem or Charles, and he would have made it all the way to Elite 8. 1v1.
Yeah.
And then we have Hakeem versus Shaq. Shaq said Hakeem gave him problems.
Was the only one that gave him problems.
And then Karl Malone and Yao Ming. Only one I don't really care about is the 2 picks that you pick is Duncan and Russell.
Yeah. That would still be a good matchup though.
Duncan and Russell.
Yeah.
Fundamental ball.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Watching some slow big man basketball.
All right, but that's all we have for today. That's part 1. Stay tuned tomorrow for part 2. Head over to our Patreon, Talking Crazy Podcast, Instagram as well. Make sure you like and subscribe, man. And yeah, go and get it.